Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is April 29th. Day number, drumroll please, 603. Ha! This is for the indexation research project started in August 2021. So here's today's report, and as you can see, the most recent test page for this is where it's noted here. These are websites that are designated as primary desktop crawler sites. That means the data is compiled by the desktop bots. And if I did not know any better, because this week was the most served content that we've had in a long time on this site. So you can tell here it was pretty much every single test was findable by its keywords within 24 hours, with the exception of the JavaScript for Tuesday. No big deal, obviously. But anyway, just interesting to note that because this is the first time I've seen the desktop primary crawler sites behave like the mobile primary crawler sites with new content. So it's kind of weird and yet welcoming at the same time. Now, as you probably all know, Google said that the reviews update completed and it lasted 13 days and 2 hours. And if you go over here, just so you know, that's where this is designated. So this is whenever Google says their update is over. Now, what's interesting is they didn't really roll out anything new in the terms of new mobile or new desktop bots. So, but we did have those 2 days of really high volatility, which was probably, I think, them putting everything back. I think these shoulder updates are a little different than core updates, but I will talk more about that as we move into the year. Right now, basically, the weather is excellent for publishing new content, and here's the way I recommend doing it. Publish your content, then resubmit the sitemap in Search Console, and then request indexation. So when you put in your URL, what you should expect to see, if Google has read that sitemap, is that your page is not indexed, discovered, currently not indexed. So you can kind of tell how receptive they are to new content is if they read that sitemap really, really quickly. It's kind of a beneficial thing. I've noticed that literally over the last 10 days. Okay, so like I say, for new content, it can take 24 to 48 hours. It has been taking lately only a couple of hours in Search Console for a page to show as indexed, but not findable. It's just inside Search Console. It typically takes more time to get served, and by served I mean where you can find your content by its keywords. This is where I'm tracking the index state for a major page of mine, which you can see here. So we are already, in fact, it's up to the 28th. I forgot to update that there for today. So also the Search Console coverage, that's what this tracks, is how many days. Typically it's every 3 days. We were expecting one last night, but it's not unheard of. Occasionally they go out to 4. A couple of times, actually maybe one time, they've taken an entire week to process 3 days worth of data. So these are normal, but I'm just, it's kind of like just a pattern that we noticed. So feel free to ask questions in the comments. If you don't, let me know you find these reports helpful. I may just do these once a week and keep all the neat, cool, juicy stuff to myself. Anyway, Confessions of an SEO Podcast launched a new episode on Friday, and this one is more about my greater expectations for my own SEO assets to increase this year exponentially, restoring, I hope, balance between SEO work and client expectations. New confession episodes come out on Friday at 8 a.m. and they are everywhere you can find podcasts. Thanks so much. I will see you Monday.